What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 2 of this Manchester United FM22 beta save. Or is it Manchester United or is it Man UFC? Who knows? I might end up liking the UFC part of it, but you never know. This is episode number 2. In the first episode, which was out last night, I asked you guys who we should sign as a CDM. And as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, I've signed one and I've spent £125 million doing it. It's very interesting. Today we've got the first game of the Premier League season. We've had pre-season, we've spent some money, we've got a CDM. Can we kick things off and start things the right way in the Premier League, taking on Leeds United at Old Trafford? Let's get into it. So guys, here we are, start of the Premier League season. The season has already kicked off. As you can see, Wolves have beaten Watford and are currently top of the Premier League tree. We take on Leeds at Old Trafford. Obviously, it's myself versus Bielsa, and we move forward. I'm looking forward to starting this. I'm looking forward to seeing how the tactic does in actual Premier League action. But before we get any further, guys, what I will say, obviously, I am playing on the beta. You guys playing on the beta as well. If you do notice something that is untoward, a little bug in the game, please do report it using this little one here. If you click report bug, it'll open a window on your internet browser, and then you can submit your bugs and anything that you find in the game. I should have mentioned this last night. I didn't. I was too excited. But please do it. It does help the game be as good as humanly possible on full release on the 9th of November. So if you do notice anything, please do submit it using the reporter bug tab here. So the bit of news that you guys are all interested in, I've spent 125 million. I've bought a CDM and it's Declan Rice. Now, I tried to sign Declan Rice in last night's episode, and I will say we had an issue that West Ham didn't want to sell him to Manchester United. So I just paid a lot of money. The board is still happy with it, surprisingly. As you can see, we paid 125 million here. It could go up to 135 if we win the Premier League within the next 2 years, which I'd like to think we will. But you never know. This is a beta save. I don't see it going too far beyond 2 years, but you never know. You never say never. You never know how quickly we're going to get through this. I think Declan Rice is the exact player that I want here as a ball-winning midfielder or a defensive midfielder. I'm not really sure how I'm going to play him yet. Kind of want to tinker around with a few bits. He's been pretty good since he's played so far in the pre-season games. Nothing too special, though. It is pre-season, so I'm not really too worried. What I will say, we spent 125 million on him, which if I go over to the club vision, they're actually, the board are delighted with the financial aspect of signing Declan Rice. Now, I don't know if they're being sarcastic or not. If we go into a transfer, as you can see it here, board are delighted with the deal to sign Declan Rice. We're pleased with the wages that the player has been paid, but feel the transfer fee is a little bit too high. Okay, that does make sense. We are pleased to see that there aren't many future fees that could result in the deal being too expensive. We've also loaned out 𝘼𝙗 as well. He's not going to get into the first team this season. And I'm also trying to get rid of Jesse Lingard. I've not registered him for the Premier League squad, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be interesting. So in terms of the tactic, this is pretty much what we're going for. We are taking on Leeds United today. This is the team. Before we get into things, actually, I'm just going to show you pre-season. Pre-season, beat the second team, beat Exeter away from home 2-1, drew with Bournemouth, beat this team here, beat Bayern Munich, which is an interesting one. We got Pogba sent off in 44 minutes, but we did ultimately beat Bayern Munich, which in my opinion, Bayern are one of the better teams in Europe, so actually beating them in pre-season is pretty good. But I will take that with a grain of salt because we then lost the next 2 games to AC Milan and Dortmund respectively. But it's all about how we adapt to life in the Premier League. We've got Leeds United in the first game of the season. As I said, Wolves are top of the tree. According to the season preview, where do they have us finishing? They have us in third, 9-2 odds of winning the Premier League, which it's not too bad. But you'd like to think we could have a little bit more of a better run for it. We also have 2 players in the media Dream 11, Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo. Not really any real surprises there. I do have to say, though, guys, notable new manager changes. Brendan Rodgers has left Leicester City. He's gone to Newcastle. I wonder if this is going to be a sign of things to come in the future in real life. He is now the Newcastle United manager, and he has been replaced at Leicester City by Gennaro Gattuso, the AC Milan legend. He is now the manager of Leicester City. Obviously, I am taken over from Ole Gunnar Solskjær. So this is the team. This is the team that we're going to use going into today's game. I'm going to try the wing play still. We've got David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailly, Shaw. Declan Rice is that defensive midfielder on defend at the moment. Roman playmaker, Bruno Fernandes, alongside Paul Pogba as a box-to-box. Martial on one wing, Greenwood on the other wing, and Cristiano Ronaldo up top. I will say, I do need to point out, Rafael Varane, Jadon Sancho, and Marcus Rashford all injured. They would probably be in this starting 11 instead of some of these guys, but that is how I'm going to leave things. I'm actually going to change one thing. Let's change that to an inside forward on support. I also need to tweak my corner routines, I believe. Yeah, we don't want that, do we? We don't want a fullback in this position. I want my other fullback, centre back there. So that is that tweak. So this is the team ready to take on Leeds United at Old Trafford. This is going to be my first experience of gameplay, so I'm really excited about this in FM22. Hopefully we can get a good start. I'm not going to make those changes, and I'm not going to do any of this right now. What are they telling me about Anthony Martial? Wanted to draw your attention to the fact that Bruno Fernandes and Anthony Martial have a strong partnership and play well together in attacking areas. Okay, that's fine. Nice to know, but I'm not gonna listen to it too much. Focus play down the right. I believe removing this instruction will help exploit our strength on the left side of the pitch. No, that's why Manchester United get caught out, because they only had one side that they were attacking down. Interesting Leeds setup. Obviously Calvin Phillips, Rafinha, Harrison and Bamford are the main ones for me to watch. Obviously, I've done the team there. Let's submit that and get into the first game of the season. The Premier League season is about to start. I cannot wait for this. It's one of those things, right, when you set up a game and you do a couple videos on stuff, and then you get to a point where it's time for actual gameplay. It's amazing. So I'm going to pump the fist. I think you all know how important rivalries are, and we're expected to win. Go and play your natural game. So we'll go into the match preview. That's motivated some, it's not motivated others. This is a team, obviously I'm probably going to add a few bits into this over the coming days, the logo packs, the face packs, so make sure you do stick around and you follow all the videos on the channel for that. I'll show you guys how to install some of these graphical additions. As you can see, the Premier League table starting there. We're going to kick off. We're going to skip this. I'm probably going to need to change some of these things around. We are going to go key highlights. And yeah, I think slightly faster during the game. Game sounds off. I've already turned that off in the preferences. And we kick things off. Cristiano Ronaldo starts his return to Manchester United. Can we get a victory here? Can we get a victory? Can we get 3 points? Can we advance to the top of the Premier League table? We are an early kickoff. Wan-Bissaka with the ball on the right-hand side. His cross is blocked and put behind for a corner. We move things forward. Very interesting start thus far. Set pieces are going to be big, I think. Luke Shaw with this set piece then floats it in, and they get the ball clear. Paul Pogba coming as the short option. I actually quite like to see that. His range of passing is perfect for this. And Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side takes his man on. Cross comes over, and it comes back off the crossbar. Martial's there. Luke Shaw, back to Luke Shaw. Cross comes in again. We're firing crosses into the penalty area, which I think is going to be quite dangerous with Ronaldo there. Early warning signs for Leeds, but we've been relatively positive despite not actually getting a shot on target in this spell. Luke Shaw throws it into Anthony Martial on this left-hand side. Pogba into the penalty area goes, looks for the cut back to Luke Shaw. It's not there. Leeds United there. Pogba wins it back into Ronaldo. It's there. He's done it. The soundbite is ready. He's in the corner. The soundbite has to be there, doesn't it? Ronaldo has scored. He's fired it in. Good work from Paul Pogba here. Not stuff you actually see Pogba doing a lot. Nice little pressing. Takes the ball off of a Klitsch. Finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo beats the goalkeeper into the side netting. Inside 7 minutes at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo gets that job done. Set up by Paul Pogba. Oh, I like this little UI change. I'll talk about it after the free kick. Free kick goes into the side netting. Doesn't really matter too much from Rafinha. What I will say, I'm going to... it shows underneath the goal scorer now who the assister is in the grey. I do like that. Leeds United go with the long ball then. Bailly heads that one down. Paul Pogba, Martial. He's got Shaw beyond him. Here comes Luke Shaw then. Running down this left-hand side. Cross comes over. Greenwood! Ronaldo! Greenwood's header straight at the goalkeeper. Ronaldo's there. In for the tap-in. again? Do I do it every time? Let me know down in the comments, guys, if you think this is super annoying. I might just save it for the big matches. Good movement from Greenwood to get in and get the header initially, and great poaching ability from Cristiano Ronaldo. Scores 2 inside the first 20 minutes. And good opportunity for Leeds United, but we head that one back. We head De Gea pushes that one over the bar. Good start for us though. With that header clear, back out to Rafinha, the corner taker. Pogba again with great hustle and determination from Paul Pogba. Early doors, getting the business done is Paul Pogba. We do go to the top of the Premier League table. We've been pretty dominant thus far. Corner kick for us. Luke Shaw with this delivery. Harry Maguire's there. And the big corner set piece routine from FM21. Looks like it could be carrying over. 28 minutes in. And we slot a header. This probably isn't the best angle. Shaw with the in-swinging corner. Maguire gets ahead of his man and absolutely thunders that home. I'm really intrigued to see how I can use Maguire and see how many goals I can get in with this set piece routine of ours that we've carried over. I'm hoping it works really well. Rafinha with the corner for Leeds United, who get off the mark. This game has got a ludicrous amount of goals in it. 4 goals in it already before 40 minutes. Looks like we're in good shape though, regardless. We're going to skip that one. I'm disappointed to concede a corner, but it looks like we're pretty good going forward. Thrown into Bruno Fernandes. Goes back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes crossed the far post. Greenwood's there. And he heads that one over. Disappointing, but these crosses into the penalty area look like they're causing a lot of issues. Rafinha with a corner. We get that one clear. Only to Jack Harrison, though. Back into Rafinha, who's inside our penalty area now. Luke Shaw's nowhere near him. Cuts it back to the edge. Klitsch, can he turn and get a shot off? No, we're still forcing them back. Calvin Phillips into the penalty area. Jack Harrison's there. Stuart Dallas is there inside the Manchester United penalty area. He cuts back. Calvin Phillips. What is going on with this highlight game? Are we going to get a shot in here? Nice possession from Leeds. Are we going to get a shot in here? Why do I say it? Why do I say it? Klitsch beats David De Gea from the edge of the penalty area. Really nice build-up from Leeds, actually. Knocking the ball around. Calvin Phillips squares it across the penalty area. Declan Rice doesn't get across, and De Gea should maybe do a little bit better with that. I don't know. And all of a sudden, after being 3-0 up, it's 3-2. You've been good so far, but there's room for improvement. That is what my assistant recommends as well. Bruno Fernandes looking aggressive. I don't really want us to go down to 10 men. Looks like we've been the better side, though, despite conceding 2 relatively sloppy goals. It's something that we can work on. You'd also like to think when Rafa Varane comes back into the team, we will see some improvements there. Obviously, I am very concerned about fitness this year, but we aren't playing a gegenpress, so I'm hoping we actually do okay on fitness. I feel it could be a concern if you're playing a lot of gegenpress, but we're not playing it at all here. I am looking at the stamina of Declan Rice amongst a few others. Luke Shaw with that ball then. Anthony Martial gets it. Luke Shaw goes with the overlap. Looks to pick out Ronaldo in the middle. Flicks it on. Greenwood's there. Oh, what a hit. Mason Greenwood. Oh, it's his first goal of the season. I'm really hoping that he can be an absolute beast for us in this little beta save. Nice move from us. Having Ronaldo as that figurehead that can win these headers is great. Luke Shaw looks for the ball into Ronaldo. He wins it. Flicks it on. And Mason on the volley absolutely rifles it in. Wow. This team is playing exceptional football thus far. David De Gea with the ball out into Greenwood, into Bruno Fernandes. We've got so many options here. Ball over the top towards Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets it ahead of Cooper. He's driven wide though. Good defending. Martial! Oh, it's a great block. Oh my God, could you imagine if we scored 5 on our first game with this new wing play formation? It's not gegenpress, it's not anything like that. It's not the tiki-taka. It is 4-3-3, but wow. Okay, I think we've been great. I'm going to leave Ronaldo on because I kind of want him to get a hat-trick. But I will move him to the left-hand side so that I can bring on Cavani. Anyone else struggling? Luke Shaw's struggling a little bit, so we'll bring on Dallo. And then who's not playing very well in the central midfield role? Bruno Fernandes. Let's bring on Donny van de Beek, because I am going to play Donny van de Beek, unlike Ole Gunnar Solskjær. The Dutchman is going to get some game time under yours truly. 4-2 up at home, first day of the season. Very, very interesting. Love to see it. I feel there's more goals in this game, though, to be perfectly honest. Greenwood tries to flick it on. Doesn't really go very far. Chance for Leeds. That is coming back off the crossbar. Wow. This match engine, guys, looks so slick. I have to say, it looks so, so good. Mason Greenwood's knackered, but I don't have anyone on the bench that I would like to bring him on for. Ďálo into Donny van de Beek. Into Ďálo. Goes for the finesse. Oh. That was almost a FIFA-esque finesse shot from the edge of the penalty area from a fullback. Almost. Dallas. Phillips. You know what, guys? I have to say, I'm so impressed with this match engine so far. For me, it just feels quite nice and smooth. You're seeing some of the stuff that they touched on previously about the overhit passes, the underhit passes. You see a lot of it in football. So being able to see that play out in-game as well is quite nice. Luke Ayling down this right-hand side, being tracked by Ronaldo. Rafinha is actually causing us some issues here. Phillips into Dan James. That is awful. From David De Gea. Dan James scores on his return to Old Trafford. And as the game says, a glimmer of hope for Leeds United there. I'm actually going to turn us onto a cautious mentality, I think. Rodrigo into Dan James. Donny van de Beek gets there. Gives the ball away, though, Donny. You need to be doing better than that. Llorente. What are we doing? Why am I cautious? We're Manchester... I was winning this game 3-0. I was just about to say, what am I doing on a cautious mentality at Manchester United, as Llorente finds Rodrigo. And that is a stunning strike. We're at home. We've been the better team. We've conceded 6 shots on target and they've scored 4. Not the start I wanted. Maguire into Cavani. Pogba. Gets tackled. No, goes down. It's a red card for poor Pogba. Oh, this game. The stresses are here. The stresses are here. Paul Pogba gets sent off. We've got 4 minutes of injury time. If we lose this game now from 3-0 up, I'm going to be livid with David De Gea. Oh my God, these long-range strikes. It seems like De Gea can't get anywhere near him. He's down at 6.1 is David De Gea. Absolutely stinking. Goal kick to Ďálo, into Ronaldo, into Cavani, into Donny van de Beek. Run, Donny. Goes for the strike of his own. And the Leeds United goalkeeper puts it behind for a corner. Can we do something off the corner? We've already scored one. Donny van de Beek is going to take this. Can Maguire step up? No. Ronaldo's going to get this loose ball, though. I assume he's going to try and do something with it. Into Declan Rice, then. Into Eric Bailly. And that's the highlight over. I don't think we've deserved a draw here. We draw the first game of the season. Pogba gets sent off after a very, very good first 30 minutes. We give goals away. David De Gea needs to look at himself. That goal from Dan James is ridiculous. Conceded 2 from outside the penalty area as well. Is David De Gea an area that we need to look at? Everyone expected to win. Not really happy we should have won the match according to the numbers. That is actually true. So we will say that to the boys. That is disappointing. With Pogba being sent off as well, it's not really good. Declan Rice makes his debut. Manchester United. Ronaldo shines. Yeah, Ronnie, you did your bit, pal. Interestingly, though, it is David De Gea leaking that I was furious with the team, considering you were absolutely shambolic, Mr. De Gea. So we start the Premier League season with a draw, which is disappointing. We still got players to come back into the team, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my head down, and tomorrow's episode is going to be the game against Spurs. That should give me a little bit of time to bed this thing in and see how we actually get on in the Premier League. It might be all over by then, you never know. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here and picking up the content for the very first time. I'm going to be bringing out daily videos during this beta period to make the game easier and more enjoyable for you guys, so you're not going to want to miss those. But until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'll see you on another one very, very soon.